Sorry, I didn't know you were there yet. I'm sorry. I bet you wonder what I was doing though. I was emailing. I was communicating. But that's what we do. We have to communicate. It's the only way I can talk to people. I have to communicate. But what is communication? Communication is a lot of things. Communication is what two people need to do. Communication is what two society needs to do. Communication is what countries need to do. Communication doesn't just stop there. Communication is something that is needed to survive. Look at animals. Animals need communication to survive. They live outside, most of them. But without the communication, they might not survive. But there is more than just one kind of communication. There's gestures, there's symbols, there's signs, but more or less, as we know, communication is words. We have words to communicate. But understanding what communication is very important. I need to communicate with my son's social worker, his case manager, his school, and his advocate. And without communication tools, without a way to communicate with them, I might not have the help I need for him. I might not know what's going on at school. And I need to communicate with them to inform them of situations or of problems or to see just how he's doing throughout the day. But most important, we need communication for everything. We need communication for our personal lives and for our professional lives. I need to communicate daily, every day. Not just for my son, but I need to communicate with business matters, my business partner. I need to tell her what's going on, what we need to do next, or she can tell me what's going on. So I'm aware of what's going on. But what is communication? Why do we need communication? Which is why it is very important to understand the meaning of shared meaning in communication. We need to understand how to communicate in the diverse world that we live in today. And then we also need to understand how technology and communication go hand in hand, which is something Stan's ETAL 2018 wrote. Effective communication can be defined as a successful joint establishment or co-construction of meaning using strategies including stimulus, use of common modalities. Think about it. We use phones. We use email. We knock on someone's door. There are so many different ways to communicate, verbal and nonverbal. And to evolve, to understand society, we need to communicate. That is the only way we are going to know how to evolve. That's the only way we will evolve, is to communicate with one another. And with that being said, I would like to pass it on to Chris, who's going to give you a little overview of what we will be discussing today as a group. Thank you.